When you left WWE, someone put together a graphic of all of your stats.
Okay.
19 years, 1,554 TV matches in WWE, third most in WWE history at the time. 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, 1-time NXT Champion, 6-time Intercontinental Champion, 2-time United States Champion, 4-time Tag Team Champion, 1-time Money in the Bank winner. That to me sounds like the resume of a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I guess. I think everybody kind of gets in eventually, but listening to that, it's like, dude, that's awesome. And I know I downplayed the U.S. title a little bit, and sometimes it was just like, I've been there before, which is like, hey, we got a bunch of heels going over in this pay-per-view. Kofi has to win this match and win the U.S. title back from you after like 2 weeks. And you're like, okay. And it doesn't make sense. But there's a lot of times where it did matter and make sense. And it felt good to be like, oh, we have a good story. And now a title is involved. And now I'm fighting for it. And now I got it. Now it got taken away from me. Oh, I got to chase it again. There's a lot. I would say 70% of those things that you announced were like, I'm picturing, the pay-per-view that led to it or where we went afterwards. And it was like, that's what I like. And that 1554, I think you said, matches on TV would have been so much more if I wasn't always like getting yelled at and taken off the show sometimes. I really feel like there's like 10 more TV matches we could have got in there.
So then if that's just TV matches, how many more matches?
I didn't miss any live events. I didn't take time off.
So what do you think the actual number is?
I have no idea. But it's really easy to forget after COVID. Thank you. It's really easy to forget after COVID that there was a time where, I've said this a million times, I used to measure my time home in hours. And there's no off season. And then I welcomed, it was like, hey, everyone's going home after this WrestleMania loop. Can you go to Romania for us? Because the after WrestleMania loop, like that tour is not really selling that well. And that was the one time a year where it's like you get like 5 days off. And it's like, what? And I was like, guess I'm going to Romania and Turkey. And I just remembered, I go, that was I'm on the West Coast-ish. So it would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday tape SmackDown. So sometimes red eye Thursday night. Friday, do the live event. Drive 300 miles Saturday, do a live event. Drive 250 miles Sunday, do a live event. Possibly have media Monday morning at 6 a.m. roundup with another 300-mile drive. Do Raw TV. They try to make Raw and SmackDown far away, 200 to 400 miles away. For Tuesday, do SmackDown. Then Wednesday, if there's no delays, I would make it home before noon. And then possibly a red eye Thursday night or Friday at 5 a.m. And so I was doing like, okay, I got 36 and a half hours. I'd be on the plane, on the connection, the last flight going, okay, 36 hours. Is it worth a date? That's like 6-8 hours of my time here. I got 36 hours. Okay, how about this? Maybe sushi, but like a quick one. Yeah, okay, a 1 hour, 2 hour thing. And then I'm gonna order stuffed crust pizza. I'm gonna do my laundry. Right back out. And it was just like, this week, do I get to watch this thing, or do I go on a date, or do I get a steak? And you're like, what do I do? And it was like, I welcomed it, because in that time, we're all on salaries now. Back then, it was the more you worked, the more you got paid. And when you were in my position for that first 10 years, even as like an Intercontinental Champion or something, you're usually the bottom of the payroll stature. And so the more you worked, sometimes you got the minimum a lot, but you worked more days, you got more stuff in, and there was more chance to catch somebody's eye, more chance to prove to the agent who's going to tell Vince if you're doing good or bad. And there's more ways to go, hey, this guy, not only, I skipped weddings, and it was just like, well, okay, you can have that Saturday off in 4 months, but we have to tell Vince. And you're like, yeah, I know. He's like, well, when it comes to Monday, and you're like, okay, I'll be there. And you just did it. And stupidly, I should have went to the weddings, but I did not miss, to my knowledge, any time ever. And if ever I wasn't on a live event, I just wasn't booked.
So with that resume I just read off to you, do you feel like you've had a Hall of Fame career?
Reading the paperwork and knowing what I could do, yeah, sure. I would say yeah. But I genuinely don't think about it at all. It's some things I focus on, like, hey, I have to give my body 11 out of 10 for any match that I'm in, no matter what company it's in or where it's at or how many, if there's 80 people or something. But knowing those stats, it's like, I did. And it won't be mentioned probably even if I was in the Hall of Fame. But it was like, no one will ever follow that that number of shows in a row without being injured, without being out, without needing a week off. Nothing.